Hey guys, I've got my laptop back and I'm really excited. So let's learn how to multiply some rational expressions. First, let me take you down on a trip down memory lane, and let's talk about how you multiply something like 5/9 times 3/20. Okay. Now, before you tell me, you multiply straight across. Yes, I know you can. And multiplying straight across will get you what? 15 over 180. 15 over 180, and then you'd have to worry about how do you simplify 15 over 180. Well, let me show you an alternative for that, all right? Because if I multiply straight across, well, okay, my steps are multiply, and then I guess I factor and I cancel, right? But what if I change it up a little bit? Did you ever do this? Did you ever say, well, this is the same as saying 5 over 3 times 3 multiplied by 3 over, well, 20 is 5 times 4. And 3 divided by 3 cancels out, and 5 divided by 5 cancels out. So I'm really left with 1/12. Don't believe me? Just watch. 1/12 is your answer. So I think that it's worth our while to say, what if we factor? What if we factor and then cancel? What if we factor first, cancel second, and then we multiply? Then we multiply straight across, right? So what if we do that? Let's see how that strategy works out when we have rational expressions, all right? Rational expressions. Let me borrar, all right? So here's our first rational expression, all right? A rational expression, yes. So I have 4x to the 5th over 5, and I'm going to multiply it by 1 over 24x squared. Now, again, I can multiply straight across. I would have to multiply the 5 by 24. I can, or I can try factoring. So I'm going to leave my 4 as it is because I think because 4 goes into 24, right? So 4x to the 5th over 5. Well, 5 just doesn't factor. 1 over, and 24, let's call it 4 times 6 x squared. Okay, so I very quickly see that this cancels. All right, and now I can multiply straight across. So I have x to the 5th over 30x squared. So you notice doing it that way, I don't have to worry about how I reduce, right? If I factor, I can cancel, right? Now, the other thing about this is, should I have factored that x to the 5th? The answer is yes, I should have factored x to the 5th. And I should have looked at this x squared right here, all right? And now some of you can do this in your head, you know, x to the 5th, x squared gives you x cubed. But you could factor this to x squared times x cubed, all right? X to the 5th is x squared times x cubed over 30x squared. My x squareds cancel out. Final answer, x cubed over 30. And once again, don't believe me, just watch. The neat thing about doing these is, once again, we can verify equivalent expressions with equivalent graphs. So I have that expression, and then I check my answer, x cubed divided by 30, and those two graphs are identical. So I have correctly multiplied two rational expressions. Once again, my steps were factor, which I could have done a better job with, factor, cancel, multiply straight across. Factor, cancel, multiply straight across. Okay, very good. And I got a couple more examples to show you. So let's see how we're doing on time. 4:10. Nah, we're going to make a second video. All right. But once again, factor, cancel, multiply straight across, and another video coming for you soon. Let's go.